Hi there, this is Mitch, beautiful Northwest Arkansas, USA. I'm a Ruby executive with MPGXtreme. I want to share some information with you today. I think that you'll be very excited to see and hear what we're launching around the world. Take a look at this, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, we're going to kick this thing off. Welcome everybody to it's actually Saturday. What day is it? It's kind of a blur. I think it's the 22nd. That's how fast and furious we've been working here at MPGXtreme. My name is Jim Denzine. I got the privilege to host this morning's worldwide international Zoom news announcements, updates, whatever theme you kind of want to name this. I would encourage you to have kind of a notepad, something handy if you're not driving, notepad, something to write with. The agenda is really simple. We've got our CEO, Mr. Randy Tynert, on with us. We've got Double Diamond Mike Renz, Triple Diamonds Andrew Nancy Burling, Triple Diamond Byron Schrog here today. And everybody has a little segment that they're going to roll through. You want to pay particular attention to Nancy as she covers all the different updates for each market. This is very, very exciting. And no matter what country that you're dialing in from into the Zoom, or whether you're watching this on a replay, regardless of where you're coming in from, we want to welcome you to MPGXtreme on behalf of the company, the field, the leadership. And the theme that I want to give you this morning is that you have, as you soak in all this information, is that you have first movers advantage. And it's interesting, if you take the time to digest, what does that mean? Well, I think in this post-pandemic world that we're in, it's funny because I think looking back, April is kind of the start of the fourth year. If you think 3 years ago is when the lockdown happened and a lot of people's careers blew up, their checks evaporated, companies evaporated. In this particular industry, there's been endless mergers, acquisitions, bankruptcies, just really, really negative for people around the world in general, losing their paychecks, all their hard work. What's interesting is, as the rights were acquired to our MPG, what we call our XCAP, and the vision, the meeting behind the scenes a year ago in April with Andrew and Nancy and Randy and Kathy Tynert, having that vision. Randy's going to talk about a little bit about infrastructure, but there was really just this this God thing that happened, this collision of vision, and when you couple that all together, today we can fast forward 9.5 months, and all of you, including all of us on this side of it, we get to take advantage of this. Now, you might be sitting there, if you're here as a guest, first of all, welcome. If you're watching this as a guest, welcome. You might say, what do you mean by all that? Really quickly, I personally think what makes up the unicorn company, and I actually wrote this down, there's 8 things. Number 1 is legal. Number 2 is funding. Number 3 is operations. You're going to get to hear from Randy on that. By the way, we're extremely strong when it comes to operations. Number 4 is leadership. Number 5 is culture. Number 6 is compensation. Number 7 is products. You're going to hear about that on here. And number 8 is timing. And you see the slide in front of you. Timing is everything. And if you have those 8 things, right, that to me is a unicorn opportunity. They just really don't exist. And the reason is, and if you've ever been approached or if you've ever built something, odds are you've had a friend, or maybe you personally have done one of these things where it's more of a money game, or you were in a company that pushed the envelope, as I call it. They really didn't care about legal, funding, operations. They were just there as a money grab. Hey, at MPGXtreme, you're not going to see things like BDAs, business development agreements. You're not going to see wedging of spots. You're not going to see all the hinky things that go on in this industry and give the industry kind of a black eye at times, per se. And we're really proud of that. And that comes into one of those 8 things, is culture. And I want, for those of you around the world, as you're the door is opened up to MPGXtreme, I want you to try to internalize what that word culture means. Because if you're going to invest, if you're going to win again, if you're going to engage again, as this becomes fun again, we want you to know that this is a safe place. I like to tell people when I'm talking to them, what is MPGXtreme? MPGXtreme is an opportunity for people who have given up on network marketing, but not given up on their dreams. Okay, I'm going to say that again. MPGXtreme is an opportunity for people who have given up on networking or home-based business concepts, but not given up on their dreams, because we do care about those 8 things, and we believe we're very proud of what I call that unicorn concept. So without further ado, the guy who gets to make all the tough decisions, he has complete veto power. I say that with a smile, but he's a really great guy. He and his wife, they just got back from one of the trips through our travel AI product with a group of people in Mexico. It was exciting to see them on last Tuesday night's event, Click It and Book It. We've got another one this afternoon, but they had a blast. He's starting to get the travel culture ingrained into him, but he is working literally around the clock. This guy really doesn't sleep until it's necessary. So Randy, we want you to know on behalf of the field, we really appreciate all that you're doing. And you must have an extremely patient spouse in Kathy as well. So Randy Tyner, our CEO, go ahead and jump in here, bud.
Well, thanks, Jim, and welcome everybody. And thanks for that great introduction. And I'm really excited about being here today to talk to everybody. We are moving so fast. And one of the things I miss the most is that interaction with the field and just hands-on. I've always been a hands-on guy on everything, and you get to the point where you just got to release, right? You have to release those responsibilities. I come from an environment of running over 3,600 managers in stores, and to micromanage that many people became very difficult. So I learned years ago that you have to release some of that responsibility. But I got to tell you, when you're starting something this big and this important, it is so hard to not want to know every little thing that goes on, because one thing messes up, it affects a lot of people, and we just can't allow that to happen. So I go right back to my roots, right back to what I know best, and that is that I know everybody's job and everybody's position and everybody's responsibility. But now we're getting to that point where I trust a lot of people to make a lot of decisions, and it's always the right one so far. So I'm so pleased to have those 8 elements you talked about, Jim, are so important, because the biggest obligation I have is operations right now, to make sure all of those pieces are working simultaneously. And as you said, I'm just going to cover a couple of those things, because everybody said, oh, without marketing, we wouldn't have a company. You're right, we wouldn't. Oh, without a good pay plan, this would not be a good company. Yep, you're right. Without the right people, this would not be a good company. Yep, you're right. Well, we got to have product. Without the right product, we could never have a company. Yep, you're right. All those things have to be exactly right for us to be successful. And not only that, try to put it all together and make sure everybody's in agreement when you're dealing with this many people. So it has been such a pleasure to work with so many experienced people, so many qualified people. I got to tell you, I got off the phone yesterday, and I hope Lavapatra is on here. I just spoke to somebody in Nigeria, and those of you that know Nigeria and have people there, it's going to be one of the most exciting places for us to expand in. I'm so excited about getting there, and I definitely want Lavapatra with me. As you know, if you know Lavapatra, she is a UFC fighter, so I have a bodyguard now that I can count on, so I have even more comfort of going. So the people are so fun. I'm having so much fun. We just got off a trip to Puerto Vallarta. One of the most exciting things I've done in a while. I say I haven't been on a trip for 5 years. I must tell you a quick story. You know, when you go on a trip and you haven't been a while, you're searching for all those summer clothes or those Tommy Bahama shirts that you haven't worn in 10 years. And so as I'm putting my clothes on for dinner one night with the team, I walked downstairs and I crunched something in my back pocket, and I reached back there to my back pocket. It was a receipt from 2016 in my pants pocket. That's how long it's been since I wore that pair of pants, 2016. So they were in plastic in my closet, of course, but it was so amazing to be able to go on a trip and meet the people and experience exactly what you guys are going through. I mean, for me on the operations side, I'm tunnel vision. I mean, we are so focused, like Jim said, day and night to make sure we have all the pieces, and to take those few days and for Kathy and I to experience, I just know we're going to have tons of new friendships, tons of new relationships. The people were amazing. I can't imagine not doing this. And why would you want to do this for a living? Speaking to some of the people, I mean, Terry Campy, if you need to get on these calls with Byron and Terry and the team that talk about this travel, if you've not experienced this, talking about it is all fun and it's all great. And yeah, you envision in your head how fun that would be. You have to do it. You have to go, because once you do, it's a whole new world. It's like going to church for the first time. Yeah, I know. I got to get it go. I got to go. And then you go that first time and you are so enlightened and you learn things and hear things that you know you should be doing. Well, that's going on one of these trips, because why would you not want to do that for a living? It is so fun. So anyway, I'm just really excited about the vision for this company. I have enlightened ourselves with getting back to the roots of what it takes to build a successful company that we've done so many times before, and having the operations that we have right now over 20 years in the same space, having the same people on the payroll for over 20 years that have been down this road that we know we can rely on, having a marketing that is just incredible with you in the field and the leadership and the Nancy and the Andrews and Byrons and Mikes and Jims. I mean, all the people that are making this happen. We have meetings every single day. This is not a once a week we get together. Our team internally, I'm in meetings from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10:30. Every half hour on the hour, I meet with different departments. Me, myself, Kathy and I meet with every department every single day, Monday through Friday. We don't miss a day. That's how important every day is to us. We can't wait a week. We can't wait till Friday to take care of stuff for the next week. It's everyday meetings every morning for that agenda, for our daily priority, our weekly priority, our monthly, and our yearly. We have a vision for this company, and all of you are part of it, to make this one of the most successful, long-term, greatest company you've ever been involved with. And it's not going to happen without all of us on the same page. And we are just so thrilled and can't wait to meet every one of you. Please pay attention to the rest of this call. There's so many important things that you need to know. Get your notebooks out. Make sure you document the dates and the times and how fast and how much excitement's going to be happening with this company. And I'm so glad for you to be a part of it. So with that, I want to get over to Michael Renz. He's got some great information for us, and rock and roll, Mike. Let's talk about it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Randy. And to everybody on here today, make no mistake, we're leading the charge here. We're extremely excited of what we're bringing to the party here. And if you're on here today, it's not too late to text your people. Know that the numbers are still coming in. Very, very important information that Nancy's going to cover today. And I'm going to cover a little bit on the products here today, just for those that may be new or may not understand where we're at. When I got the call on this MPG cap product, this is where I started my career. I got a call from Andrew and Nancy. My first little gold pin was 2008. And when I got this product, I knew nothing, but I knew they were making more in 2 weeks than I made all year at a full-time district sales manager at Coca-Cola. And I wanted what they had. And when this product worked, being a car guy, being involved with hot rods, understanding what a clean motor means, what it means to have performance with your vehicle, your motors, your drivetrain without a clean motor, I mean, you're burning up carbon and wasting gas. So when we found out that this was going to launch, I was extremely excited because we know the validation of this product is off the charts. People use it, they save money. Here in the US, you might think, hey, it's $3.50 a gallon, $5 a gallon, whatever, 10, 15, 20, 25%, it's no big deal. But when you start talking around the world in areas where gas is rationed, in Europe, it's $7 to $11 a gallon. This is a game changer product, and we started with this product. It's a lead product, but everything else we're bringing to the party is also game changers. So in our trucker side of product, this is another bomb. This product was released, and there again, we're releasing products as the company's growing. And to have this many products being announced, it's massive for us, for you, for the opportunity of attracting people. But this trucker product, that box of 10 at $140 roughly on cost, will treat 1,200 gallons of fuel, which you're looking at about $6,000 worth of fuel. And our truckers that are using this are seeing a mile, mile 3, 1.5, 1.8, and the stories of hundreds of dollars of savings and less maintenance on their vehicle, complete burn, more power. And guys and gals, this is a bomb, because what if you have somebody that orders 10 boxes a month, 20 boxes a month, having an opportunity to have these huge volume orders coming in? There's people in this network that know people that can move this type of product. And then we go to the next product, which is the MPG mini cap. Keep in mind, this is for a 5 to 10 gallon tank for smaller vehicles around the world. These little mini moto caps for Southeast Asia, India, Nigeria. My people in India are telling me this is going to cause a revolution. It's so polluted. There'll be people selling individual caps. They'll move this product all over the market, and it's so duplicatable. Nobody has what we have. This product is another bomb going off, and it's going to be available very, very soon. And now that's the lead product. That's what we started with. That is a center pillar of our company, the low buy-in, low entry, low monthly, target market, everybody. Then we go to the other pillar, which, you know, we come from a coffee side of things from our previous company, but this travel, I've never been involved in travel before, but I can tell you with the experts on the Zoom here today, this is something like no other company has. It has airfare, which most of them don't. There's a live Zoom here today. Click it, book it now. Okay, this is a training overview of how it works. And I've never been involved in the travel industry before, but I do love to travel, and I know that this is a massive. What is travel? $6 trillion industry, fuels $5 trillion. And we're just honored to have Byron here with us because he comes from this background, and we can learn a lot by getting plugged into that as well. And then our coffee product. We come from the coffee industry. There's companies, this is another, what is coffee? $495 billion. Everybody drinks coffee, water than coffee. And when you can simply just change your brand, add water, drink the product, lose weight, you know, this is a back-end product to help people order other things, but there's people joining for this. There's people joining for travel. And in my previous company, I had 1,600 personally enrolled customers. This product is a bomb, and we're starting to see that bomb go off because it's another lead-in value product, value for exchange, affordable pricing, and who do you know, it drinks coffee, an absolute complete home run. And with all that being said, the timing, okay, what we're doing here with these pillars that we have, with this global expansion, with our 3 pillars that we have right today, with this marketplace program that we have to have multiple lines of products to be like a mini Amazon of different services and products. Timing is everything. We know people around the world are watching. Everybody looks at a startup like, is it going to make it? Because most of these companies don't have the money, don't have the backing, don't have the product, don't have the leadership in the field. And I'm here to tell you, everything we got in place, every leader that's in this company, we know where this is going. And we invite you to herald the message with us, bring this bad boy home. And when we hit the 1-year mark here, August 1st, coming out of this Catalyst event that's almost sold out, make no mistake, my opinion is we're going to be at 1 to 2 million a month. And when we start going into momentum, you're either going to be on the train screaming and helping us build it, or people are going to watch it happen. So thank you very much. And I'm going to pass it off to the master distributors. I'd like to, first of all, thank Randy, thank Byron, Jim. And Andrew and Nancy, I know everything you guys have put into this. When I got the call, I was extremely excited to be a part of this leadership team. And I know how tirelessly you're working, what you're doing for the field on the corporate side to the leadership side. God bless both of you. And thank you so much for everything. Triple Diamond, Nancy Burlick, thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Michael. Appreciate that. And want to welcome everybody to today's Zoomcast. We had a great Filipino grand launch last night. I know we've had some people ask about the recording. We'll be getting that circulating here today. But I get the fun part, and I was asked to speak a little slower than I did last night. So I'm going to yield to that advice, because we have a lot of ground to cover here. And get your pen and pad ready here. We're going to cover each country that we're going into immediately, and we're going to do it alphabetically. So let's just talk a little bit about our international growth, our international expansion, starting with, of course, Australia, which is not yet on the drop down. Okay, but it's on the drop down. Coming this next week here, we will be launching with travel and a $1 sign up. Okay, and that $199 for travel is a gold package. Okay, you're going to hear about the gold rush that we're doing right now with that promotion. So all these packages that I'm going to be covering here, even in the global international markets, we've got a lot of them. Pay attention, because that $199.95 and $1 sign up will put you as a gold for 90 days, allow you to take advantage of that gold rush promotion, and you can join with travel coming right behind it. Okay, in Australia will come the X caps and the coffee, because we're going to be shipping and fulfilling through our Filipino office to Australia. So we're very, very excited about that. So next market, let's talk about Canada. Okay, Canada has our friendly neighbor to the north here. Of course, US Canada, we launched from day one. We have been tirelessly working on shipping, bringing that down. The prices have come down here as our volume has increased. We've also come out with 4 months, you can pre-order, like order a package that qualifies you for 4 months. So it's 4 months worth of product at that price. And then every month that 50 points will automatically qualify you and keep you qualified in the business on the reorders. But we also have all the products available. We have the X caps, we have the Java, Slim Core Java, and we also have the travel. So all of that is available. And for US and Canada, that Gold Rush promo with the reorder package is available right now through your back office. Also for Australia, I'll talk about that, but we're very excited about that. For US and Canada, for $129.95, you can buy a gold reorder pack, which will put you at gold for 90 days and allow you to be able to try some new products and some new things. So moving on to the next market here, we're going to be talking about, waiting for the slide, Hungary, live right now. $1 sign up with the travel. Okay, you can enroll right now today. $199.95, that's a gold 90 package with the travel only with $1 sign up. And so I also want to mention with international, because this is important as I'm going through this, that we have streamlined our credit card and processing. And so you are going to see South Africa, all of our markets that have been existing here, that your credit cards are going to be working. Now, when you go to pay, you should not have an issue. And we are adding additional payment options. I'll cover that here as we hit on those specific markets. But we're excited about that. And coming right behind it, we're working on shipping and fulfillment. We will have both the MPGX caps. We got a strong desire for that in Hungary. And frankly, all the European Union countries, Andrew's going to be covering that, but within the next 12 to 14 days, we'll have all the European Union countries on the drop down. But we will also be having the Slim Core Java and the MPG X caps. So moving on to the next country here, we have Mexico. Right now, we're in process of getting the MPG X caps registered. We currently have the Core Life products, so you can order Slim Core Java and any of the other Core Life products. And we have a warehouse and fulfillment centers within the country of Mexico. So when you order, that is actually being fulfilled. So typically there's pickup centers and there's delivery within country. And so you can go to the website, the Xtreme MPG, and you can see availability, and people can enroll, and people are signing up in Mexico as we speak. And also the travel is live there currently as well. And so same thing applies with this Gold Rush promo here, which will get covered here toward the end of the Zoomcast. So let's talk about the next country, which is of course Nigeria. We just had, as Randy mentioned, a Nigerian Zoom here with some of our key leaders. And I do want to mention that we are live right now in Nigeria. Enrollment process there, if you have a US credit card, or I should say a regular credit card, okay? It's a $1 sign up, $199.95. We're working on being able to take Nigerian credit cards. That's the one market right now that we're still troubleshooting out a little bit. But coming very soon, we just had a meeting to put a plan in place to get our MPGX caps, and then shortly after, our Slim Core Java will be available here in those markets, in that Nigerian market. So let's talk next about the Philippines. I'm so excited about this market. And I didn't mention, but we have country administrators in Mexico. We have Rebecca. We have Joel as our Filipino country administrator. And currently right now we are open for business in the Philippines. And we have offered, you can order MPGX caps, you can order Slim Core Java, and you can order travel. $1 sign up. We have a variety of packages that are being offered. You'll see them on the replicated websites. It's on all 3 websites. And same thing applies with our Gold Rush promo. If you enroll with the Gold Rush package, which we have a couple to choose from, you're able to take advantage of that Gold Rush promotion. So we're excited. The future's very, very bright here. We have our office set up in Cebu, and we have shipping within country set up. Everything is in place for us to be able to grow vertically. So next country that we're going to talk about is South Africa. South Africa was one of our first countries beyond US and Canada that we opened up. We currently are offering $1 sign up, and we have our MPGX caps, which have been available in South Africa here since we opened up and started taking orders. But you too have a upgrade package, which I'm going to touch upon. And Byron will kind of go into more detail on it, but let me start by saying this. With Africa, we have Andrea, our country administrator. So we're shipping within that country. And so when you enroll, we now have a brand new gold package, a gold 90 package for enrollment, which is $199.95. It's 25 tank trials. And that for brand new enrollments, $1 sign up, $199.95. What that package does is it gives that new person gold for 90 days. And it also allows you as the upline, you get 200 QV. It says 300, but it's 200 QV, and it counts as 100 CV through the plan. Now, if you go back one slide here, Andrew had that up first, we have our level up upgrade package. This is for all existing South African ISRs. Whether you came in the very, very beginning, this package is available. On the sidebar below where the catalyst icon is, you'll see a star. If you click on that, if you're in US, Canada, or South Africa, you'll click on that, you will see this package. It's a $119.95 gold upgrade pack. That is correct. You buy this package, you're gold for 90 days. It puts 100 CV, commissionable volume, into the plan. It counts as 200 QV, and you're getting 11 5-tank trials. And so it's a great promotion. We're running this promo between now and the end of April. So again, I'm going to let Byron elaborate more on that, but what a great opportunity for US, Canada, and of course, South Africa. So moving on here, what I'd like to do here is to just say that the UK is coming very soon also, and we're very excited about that. That'll come, I think, if not today, look for that here in the beginning part of the week. We're going to launch with travel. So it's going to be $1 sign up and the $199 travel package, which you want to know more about our travel, I encourage you to attend our webinar that's going to be happening here. They'll be talking about it here next. So I'll save that for them, but stay tuned and pay attention to that. You're definitely going to want to tune in and get an understanding on that. But coming right behind the travel, just like the rest of the EU guys, we will have MPGX caps and Slim Core Java weight management coffee. All of those products will be coming soon, but immediately we will have the travel. So very exciting times. And, you know, as we expand here globally here, guys, you're going to continue to see things keep getting better and better. And so what I'd like to do right now is I'm going to turn the time over to my better half, Andrew, who's going to really talk about global expansion and the EU and what that means here for us as a company. So Andrew, take it away.
Okay, great job, Nancy. That's a lot of information to cover. And I mean, especially with the European Union, if you take a look at the EU, you're looking at 27 markets just in the European Union. So you add up all the countries Nancy just talked about, plus the 27 in the European Union, and you can see the potential here to create just record. I mean, to create something that is going to be absolutely huge. We've been to Europe multiple times. I'm so excited about this market. There's diamonds right in your backyard, but there's acres of diamonds that are all over the European Union. We're looking for diamonds. We're looking for volunteers. So if you're one of those, put a 1 in the chat or light up those hearts, because you probably know somebody in some of these markets that Nancy just talked about. So even though you might be located in Nowheresville, Wisconsin, like we are, I mean, there's nobody around us here, but it doesn't matter. We can use technology and we can build all over the world right from home. We can do it with our phones. We can do it with our Facebook. We can do it with Zoom. And isn't it amazing how technology has made us like superhuman today? And I know that might come across as a little strange, but if you go back 30 years ago, you couldn't build a business around the world unless you got on a plane and flew there or ran up your phone bill and paying huge money every month for a phone bill. Today, you can build a big business right online, right with your phone. Some services even have translation available. So if you can't speak the language, you can use a translation service. But look at these markets and start thinking about who do you know in these markets, and ask that question through your organization. It's absolutely incredible what can happen, because you might know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and then all of a sudden you have a great big business in Sweden because someone knew someone there. And then someone in Sweden might know someone in Austria. But here's what gets me excited. Mike kind of talked about it, but if you take a look at the fuel prices in the European Union, and don't get me wrong, people in Europe drink coffee too. It's probably the #1 most consumed beverage in Europe is coffee. And yeah, people travel in Europe too. I travel a lot. I mean, to bounce around from country to country in Europe, Nancy and I have done it, hopping around on Ryanair and some of the Euro intercontinent flights. But look at these prices in Austria, $6.30 plus a gallon, Belgium, $6.70. I'm not going to read all these, but just look at these prices. Finland, almost $8 a gallon for regular unleaded gas. Look at Sweden right on the bottom, $7.30. That's crazy. And the prices for diesel, some of them are even higher. And if you're talking about something like X-Caps and helping people maybe boost their fuel economy 8 to 12%, do you think someone in Europe might be interested in our products? I mean, are you kidding me? It's a slam dunk. Some of these prices are insane. So get excited about that. I think we all know someone who's in these markets, and I'm so excited about it. I'm looking forward to getting back on a plane and bringing our passport and sharing this with people all over Europe. It's going to be very, very exciting. Also, for those that are joining in these international markets, I want you to know that you're not just joining and we promise you the world and deliver an atlas. That's not how MPGXtreme works. We provide live customer service and support. What that means is, hello, can I help you? That's what that means as a company. I'm amazed at how many companies today don't have someone answering their phone saying, hi, can I help you? It's just crazy. There's an old acronym, KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer. And we know our customers, we know who they are, and we provide live customer service and support, not only in North America, but around the world. There's also country management and support around the world, and you're going to be seeing and hearing from people that are employees of the company, employees of MPG, that are running countries and running warehousing and shipping and distribution in all of these different spots around the world. And that's because of our CEO, Randy, setting up that network for us as marketers to set up our network. And then what we do is build the business through presentations like you're on right now. It's very simple. And we serve from the heart. We have a servant leader's mindset because we're here to serve you, because without you, we're nothing. Without the network, there's no network marketing. So with that being said, the timing here is incredible. I just wanted to give a couple quick website links out. And then for people that are watching this recording, for first-time guests, you can go to discovermpg.com. Discovermpg.com. It's a slide presentation. So if you like some of the slides you're seeing here, you can go to Discover MPG Slides and you can get a presentation. If you're brand new and you don't know what to say, sometimes you don't say anything or you screw it up, the slides are there for you. Number 2, mpgtour.com is a virtual home office tour with our CEO, Randy Tynert. So if you want to show somebody our facility, you can go to mpgtour.com and they can have a virtual home office tour. Many of you have been there, but when you're dealing with people overseas, that's a good way to do it. Also, our Facebook page. Throw a heart up in the chat if you're on our Facebook. Who on here is on our Facebook? You've seen our Facebook page with, and if you're not on it, you can go to MPGXtreme Corp, C-O-R-P. MPGXtreme Corp, C-O-R-P. That's the official site. Now, I know there's some bogus sites out there, people trying to impersonate us, but don't fall for that. It's MPGXtreme Corp. It's ran by Jamie Delaney, our director of social media, and she's a rock star. She's absolutely incredible with the recognition and the product information and all the promotional events that are going on, the calls, the Zooms, the trainings. You're going to want to be plugged in on that if you're on that Facebook page. So here's the bottom line. We're looking for diamonds. We started off looking for diamonds in North America, And now we're looking for diamonds around the world. We're going into over 35 markets within our first 9 months. And I want you to think about that. I know of some companies that are 25 years old that are in 25 countries, and MPGXtreme is going into over 35 international markets within the first 9 months. Guys, that's incredible. That is a huge opportunity for success. And what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to turn it over to a very good friend of ours. He's a brand new triple diamond executive from Wichita, Kansas, incredible leader. And I know he's as excited as we are. And Mr. Byron Schrag, we're going to pass it over to you and tell us what's happening in your business.
Hey, great job, Andrew and everyone else that was on here. First of all, it's an honor to have a chance to be on here. And I don't know if you're watching this and you're on here. I don't know if it's hit you yet of what you are in front of. I'll just ask you, when was the last time you got to be part of something before everybody else got to be part of it? Not just in your local market. I'm talking around the world almost. And quite honestly, you know, this is a tremendous feat to have 35 different markets open in the first 9 months. But this is only the beginning of where we're going. And here's the bottom line. Who's going to be first? Who's going to plant the flag in Slovenia? Who's going to plant the flag in, you name one of these 35 countries, you know, in the EU, in Australia, wherever? Who's going to plant the flag and say, I'm going to be the first platinum? I'm going to be the first ruby, first emerald, first sapphire. You pick whatever the rank is, who's going to be first? Because whoever is first, you have a distinct advantage over the rest of the people, because now you've got a bigger net that you're casting. And as this grows and gets big, and at some point in time, I believe we'll have millions of people part of our company of MPGXtreme, millions. Well, whoever casts the big net early, you have the best shot to capture monster amounts of that business that comes in. And at some point, what takes place is, as MPG grows by a certain percentage, if you have a big net, your business automatically does the same thing. So I can't tell you that the timing of what you are seeing here is paramount. It's epic. It's history making. There's no question. You know, we just are in the process, as Nancy talked about, opening the EU and Australia and turning that on, and we're going to turn it on with travel that is coming back like crazy. And we have the craziest, coolest platform ever. I've been in the travel industry, made fortunes of money in that, in building teams in the travel industry for about 17 years. I've never had access to a platform like we have right now. In fact, you know, we're going to do click it and book it. Terry Camp and I are going to be on, and we're going to show you that, why it really is what it is. And all of these countries are going to open that way. Where, and you know, are the caps and the coffee coming? Yeah, we have 3 very powerful verticals. We will launch those in every market. But quite honestly, some of these markets we're going to turn on with 1 and start with that and let you build a structure out. And when we turn on the caps in that market, when we turn on the coffee, all you do is watch the volume go out of sight. So some of you are saying, wow, I wish they had the caps opening up the EU and Australia. It's okay to wait, no problem. But some of you see this as your chance to get ahead of everybody else. It's to go ahead and build it out and go drive the business, all right? And when other things get added, then it just increases the volume. See, building a team of people is about building a pipeline. And that pipeline, all right, is what we're going to run volume through. We're going to run copy through. We're going to run caps through. We're going to run who knows what else is coming, because our marketplace is crowdsourced. And this is one of the most powerful business models I've ever seen in the network marketing space. And here's the thing, you have the chance to be first. My goodness sakes, you have the chance to be first. You've always wanted to be first. You know, here's what we have. We have a world right now. Our world is suffering. There's a lack of hope. The people that live on your street have a lack of hope. Your family members have a lack of hope. What if you were the messenger of hope? You're the person that could bring some fun back in their life. Because I was having a conversation a couple of weeks ago when I was in Minneapolis, and my buddy's sitting there and we're talking, and he said, "You know what? It's fun again." How many of you would like for it to be fun again? You have that in front of you. It could be fun again. It is fun again for many. It will be fun again around the world. And we are going to bring a tremendous culture with these 3 verticals around the world. And there's one thing I want to talk about just specifically for all my friends on here that are in Africa. I'm not sure if you paid attention, but there was many people when we launched the South African market that got registered at $1. We did a promotion where you could get a tracking center and get plugged in, and then you could upgrade with the product later. That's not an option now anymore. But I'm not sure if you paid attention, but any existing person that is an ISR that is in South Africa, what takes place and happens is you for $119, you can upgrade, but look at the numbers: 100 CV, 200 QV. QV determines your rank. If you do the math on this, if you're on here and you have a team in South Africa right now and you have ISRs that have not placed an order yet, or even if you have ones that are already placed orders, anyone can buy this pack. This Gold Rush pack is going to help people level up like crazy. Just think about it. 12 sales left and 12 sales right of the existing organization that you have right now puts you at Sapphire. 2,500 in volume left and right. If you have 24, what happens is now you would be a Ruby. I know some of you have a big team you're working against already. You had one team that took off, you got lots of volume. So just split that in half. We could have a whole lot of people in South Africa hit some ranks if you'll just understand what this level up program, this Gold Rush program that we're launching today, and then, you know, the 199 intro pack, the gold pack, all right, you get 100 CV, 200 QV, but that intro pack, you also get a $40 fast start. So if you personally bring somebody in, that's $40 US that's going to come in your bank account. When you add this up with the new merchant account related things that we have where people can buy with in currency credit cards, wow. If you miss this part, you ought to just block everything out and you say, I could literally create a full-time income here very quickly if you're on this and you're in Africa. This is a monster. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're awake. Because if you will wake up to this, you could create massive momentum. And here's what I also know. My friends in Africa, which I've been there many times, they all have friends in almost every one of those 30 EU countries and Australia and the UK. You all are connected. Oh my goodness. I hope you see this picture. I hope you lose a lot of sleep on this. You don't sleep tonight because you want to have a piece of this. You want it to be fun again. You want your freedom, because what's taken place is our freedoms have been suppressed because of money and because of time, and it's time for that to be different. You are in charge of that. Look for the solutions and the opportunity. Don't look at the problems, because what my experience has been, the bigger the problems, the bigger the challenges, the bigger the opportunity. If you'll take and look at that, because I believe what's happened today is we've lit a fuse. We've lit a fuse that's now burning, and it's going to get to all of a sudden the boom in just short period of time. I don't know how long that fuse is, but the fuse has been lit. It's now been lit around the world, not just in the United States. That fuse is lit, and you have a chance to be part of that. Now, I want to tell you about one last thing as we wrap this up, and this will be a stretch for a bunch of you, but we're doing a promotional event, or doing an event in Colorado Springs called the Catalyst. And that Catalyst event, I'm just telling you straight up, is going to be a game changer for many. And I believe there's going to be some people that are going to be there that are going to fly in off the continent of Africa. They're going to come in. All right. They're going to come. All right. We're doing it at the Antlers Resort, sits right down below Pikes Peak. Iconic place in the United States. There's more cool things to do. If you want to come from out of the country and come to one of the coolest places in the U.S., Colorado Springs and up the hill in Woodland Park, and there are a lot of things to do. But what I think the most important thing will be is the catalyst will be the catalyst to your freedom of being able to start making different choices and go back with belief. See, what takes place and happens is your belief is what builds this. Your belief. And everything you can do to increase your belief will come back manyfold. And I know it's a long trip for you to fly from Europe. I know it's a long trip for you to fly from Africa to Colorado Springs. But I will tell you, the people that do, they now have a distinct advantage over everyone else, because here's what happens. Their belief level went up. And when their belief level goes up, what takes place and happens is they grow way faster. Because here's what you have to understand. Belief is transferred to someone else because of the song they're singing. The song they're singing is the belief. And this is why people participate. And I just want to tell you a couple fun things we're going to do at this event. Friday night, Friday afternoon, Sapphires and above. Anybody that's a Sapphire and above, we're going to do some really special things during the day. And then Friday night, that night, we're going to do a 70s party. So bring your costume. All right. If you don't know what kind of costume to get, just go do a little research online for what they dress like in the 70s. All right. And this is for anybody that's silver and above. All the platinums and above are going to have some special area to hang out because you're the leaders of the group. All right. So Sapphire and above, we're going to start during the day. It's going to go all through that night. Then Saturday, we're going to get down to business. We've got vendors coming in on Saturday, that are tied to our travel, tied to the coffee, tied to the caps. You're going to get to see what's going on. And we're also going to talk about where MPG is going from the top leadership. That's going to be all day Saturday. And then Sunday morning, we're going to have a praise and worship service in the morning. And then we're going to finish it up with a send everyone off on exact strategy on what to do so you can get your family free and you can take back your life. I'm telling you, it's time to take back your life. Time to take back your life. But what has to happen is you got to make a decision right now. Are you ready? Are you ready to light the fuse? Do you see where this is going? Get you a ticket right now for $129. Because what's going to take place and happen is that price is going up the 1st of May to $149. Get you a ticket right now. Just lock it in, figure out how to get there, wherever, whatever it is, and bring some people with you. Because we have something special. We have the right pieces. Jim started this out, and he talked about a list of what made this a unicorn. And I believe he's 100% right. So we want to invite you to come with us where it can be fun again. And so with that, I'm going to sign off. I appreciate everyone that's on here. Your dreams can come true, and it can be fun again. Welcome to MPGXtreme. God bless.
All right, hey, everybody, be sure to get back with the person that shared this with you. If it's me, get back to me. But get back to that person, tell them you're ready to get started. God bless. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are.